Hey everybody, we should be live now and we are going to start in just a minute. We just want to give a little bit of time for everybody to hop on, but this is the What is Coaching webinar and Mandy and I are excited to talk to you. So just give us about 30 seconds and we will start the webinar. Okay, we're going to start in about 10 seconds. So let me just make sure we are on live and everything's good to go. It doesn't matter, Mandy. You can just be quiet or mute it. Just make sure you unmute yourself. All right, we're going to get started. My name is Jen Lee, and I am a two-star diamond Beachbody coach. I'm really excited to talk to you tonight. Mandy and I are, we are just going to basically go a little bit into our story, why we got into coaching, what it's all about, talk a little bit about what coaching is and how to get started if that's something you're interested in. If you are watching this live, please watch the entire webinar because at the very end, you're going to be put in a drawing for a free workout tank. So, that's pretty cool, right? So just, stick with us for about 30 minutes. We're not going to keep you very long. We're going to do this short and sweet, and then you'll be put in that drawing if you're watching this live. So I'm going to go ahead with my story. So if you don't know me, my name is Jen Lee, and I've been coaching a little over 2 years now. Before coaching, I was working full-time in a government job, and I really, the job wasn't that bad, but it was one of those jobs that I didn't really get excited about. I wasn't like passionate about it. It wasn't, like, oh, yay, I get to go to work. And then on top of that, I had an hour commute each way. So I was working very long days. And the hard part for me was being away from my son. My son was only about 2 years old at the time. And every morning when I would get up and go to work, I couldn't see him. He wasn't awake yet because I had to leave so early just to get to my job by 6 a.m. So that was hard for me to have to work full time as a mom and have to put my son in daycare all day and never see him in the mornings. On top of that, I was so busy that it was hard for me to keep track with my eating. It was hard for me to stick with my workouts. I was going to the gym, but it was hard for me to do that when I got home because I was tired, or I would go and I would put my son in the little child watch thing while I worked out. And then the whole time I felt guilty because I couldn't see my son because I hadn't seen him all day. So then I would work out for like 15 minutes and then go get my son, basically. So, everything was good in my life, but there was stuff that was just missing. Like I just didn't love my job. I wasn't able to stay on track with my eating and my working out as much as I used to before I had my child. So actually coaching came into my life without me even knowing what it was. I never heard of Beachbody before. And I just happened to see my sister-in-law who looked amazing. She lost 30 pounds. And I asked her like what she did. And she said, Focus T25 and Shakeology. Never heard of any of that. Never heard of T25. It was a workout by Shanti. Never heard of Shanti. And she told me that she did it at her house. And I'm like, okay, like I was a little skeptical. Didn't really believe her that you could get results like that because I never worked out at home. I was always the type where I thought you had to go to a gym and use a machine to work out. But I decided to give it a try because I just, at that point in my life, I just needed to try another option. So I went ahead and I ordered it, took it, got it home. It was 25 minutes a day. So I was like, I can do this. I can give 25 minutes of my time when, later that night when I get home from work to just do this workout. And that's honestly where it all started and where I fell in love with Beachbody was because of the programs. I noticed instant results from T25. I was surprised that I could get such a good workout for 25 minutes. I started feeling better about myself. And the cool part is my husband joined in. He saw what I was doing, loved it. He started doing it. And then it was really neat to see my son, who was 2 at the time, trying to jump in as well and doing things, like burpees and stuff in his 2-year-old way that he does it. But we were hooked, okay? We were hooked. So that's how I got into the fitness programs. And then I decided to try the Shakeology because I heard that that was a really great shake. And I wanted to get my nutrition on track. Again, like my nutrition wasn't great. I tried the Shakeology. A week after that, I noticed a huge difference in how I felt. And that started my whole journey with clean eating. So I just so thankful for that, for my sister-in-law to bring that into my life, because that was what I needed. So anyways, long story short, that's how I got into coaching. I was put into a challenge group, which Mandy will get more into what challenge groups are, but I was put into a challenge group on Facebook, kept myself accountable, saw what other coaches did. And I was like, well, that sounds cool. I think I want to try that. So that's why I signed up as a coach pretty quickly after this whole experience. Did not know that it was going to turn into this, where now I'm home full-time working as a coach. I was able to quit my old job, and now I see my son every morning. I get to wake him up, get him to school. I'm just here all the time for him, and that's completes me. That's what makes me happy. And then on top of that, I get to eat healthy. I get to work out. So for me, it's like a win-win, and I love this. So I'm definitely going to get more into what Beachbody is. So let me pull up some screens for you. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so who is Beachbody? So you've probably seen some of these programs before. A lot of them you might have seen on infomercials, or you might have done some of these yourself. The most popular ones right now are 21-Day Fix. A lot of people have done that and have had great results. But Beachbody is just more than fitness. You have your fitness programs, and they're by celebrity trainers. They work, trust me, I've done most of them and I've had great results. So they give you the fitness side of it. They also give you the nutrition side of it. And that is where Shakeology comes into play. And Shakeology is pretty amazing. I'm going to get more into that about what it does for you and the benefits of it. But what I love about Beachbody is it gives you the fitness and it gives you the nutrition. So you're like off to a great start. And then the third thing is, which I think not many companies will offer this, but I know Beachbody does, is they give you the support. And that's what we are as coaches. We are your cheerleaders. We're here to support people. We want to help people stay accountable. We want to see people get results. So that's where you come into play as a coach. So we help people with fitness programs. Beachbody has so many different kinds of programs, from advanced to beginner. They have programs that have modifiers in it. They have programs for people who like cardio, for people who like to lift weights, for people who like to do dance, for yoga, Pilates, and they have it for a combination, so you can get all of that in one workout program. So we help people find the right fitness program that works for them. We hook them up with Shakeology. There's many different flavors. They have the regular and the vegan, and we help them stay on track with their eating as well. And then also you get us as support, so you get the accountability, you get put into groups, and that's what keeps you going. Because I will say, if I just buy a fitness DVD and I'm doing it in my house, but I don't have anyone keeping me accountable, it's easy to just, not really turn it on and pretend you did and just let it collect dust. Well, as coaches and our accountability groups, you get that support, like, oh yeah, I got to get my workout in. And that makes such a difference. Okay, so I said I was going to just talk a little bit about Shakeology. Personally, for me, I noticed results after 7 days of drinking Shakeology. My biggest thing was my energy. It totally increased my energy, because obviously what I was eating before was not good stuff, and I wasn't getting the right nutrients to give me my energy, and Shakeology provided that for me. It also reduced my cravings, which is awesome because I have a huge chocolate craving, and Shakeology was able to reduce that. First of all, they have a chocolate flavor Shakeology, which is amazing, tastes like a chocolate milkshake, but I was seriously not having cravings, and I was feeling full. Like, I would have it as my meal replacement, and I would feel full for my lunch or for my dinner or my breakfast, because you can have it for any of those. So that's what it personally did for me. It will help with weight loss. It helps with regulating digestion. I have known 2 people now where they say that it cured their IBS, to be honest. And so that was pretty cool. And it will help your strong immune system because everything is healthy in there. It's good stuff. There's no artificial sweeteners, flavors, preservatives, anything like that. The creator, Darren Oling, literally went around the world, picked these superfoods from around the world, these really good ingredients, and put them in Shakeology. So it's definitely proven to have a lot of health benefits. And like I said, this is what started my clean eating journey. So I never miss Shakeology. I've been drinking it every day. My husband drinks it and my son drinks it. And we look forward to it because it really is our healthiest meal of the day. And the best part is it takes 2 seconds to make. So you don't have to, if you don't feel like cooking lunch or cooking dinner, you don't have to, you just drink your shake and you are good to go. Okay, so I told you the programs work, right? So I just want to show you a couple of pictures. So the top left is the CEO of Beachbody, Carl Deichler, and you can see that he obviously had amazing results. The bottom left-hand side is actually one of my challengers who lost 26 pounds from doing P90X. He was in my challenge group. He's an awesome, awesome guy. I'm so proud of him. And he really just felt amazing having that accountability and completing that program with the Shakeology. And then on the far right is one of my challengers who is now a coach, Asta. She is pretty awesome as well. This is from 21 Day Fix. So these are her results after 21 days. She lost 10 pounds and with her Shakeology. And I mean, just look at her transformation. So it's really cool as a coach to be able to work with these people and help them transform from the inside and out. Like it gives me goosebumps every time to see that, to help people. And that's why I love what I do, to be honest. But now I am going to hand it over to Mandy. So let me just stop screen sharing. Did I stop, Mandy? Is it down?
Yes, it's down.
Okay, so I'm just going to let Mandy take over for a little bit, and then I will wrap it up. So go ahead, Mandy.
Hey guys, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Excited to have you here, and I hope you're excited to join us and learn a little bit more about coaching and how it has changed our lives. So I'm going to start by sharing a little bit of my personal story. I had been a single mommy of 2 littles for about 8 years. And finding myself on that journey was not something that I ever imagined would happen. And unfortunately, it seemed like there were quite a few ladies around me that were experiencing the same thing at the same time. And it's daunting to have to really create a whole new life for yourself. I was a stay-at-home mom. That meant I had to go back to work. I love my kids, but kind of having their whole well-being on your shoulders is quite a big load, and it can make you feel a lot of stress. And a lot of people were turning to antidepressants, and I knew that I didn't want that. That wasn't something I wanted for myself. And I prayed a lot, and kind of what God presented to me was working out. And for me, the only option to work out was to work out from home. Now, I didn't know Beachbody at that time, but I was given a workout DVD by a friend of mine that got it and never used it. And so I began doing that faithfully at least 5 nights a week. So I would work all day. I would come home. I would take kids to sports, help with homework, help with dinner, get them put to bed, do dishes, do laundry, and work out about 10 o'clock every night. And that was my sanity. It helped me sleep, and it's what kept me going and renewed me for the next day. So I did that for about 8 years. And after about 8 years, I was starting to get burnt out, not because I didn't love it, not because I wasn't feeling better, but I just didn't have the motivation to keep going. And about that same time, I came across an ad on Facebook, and it was actually from Jen, and she was offering a free 25-day accountability group where we would just check in with our workouts and our eating, share recipes. And I thought maybe this is what I need to kind of get me going, to meet other ladies that have the same goals I do as far as just trying to create a healthier lifestyle, but being able to offer each other accountability and support. So I joined, and it was a success. Within that 25 days, I lost the few pounds I had put back on. I lost multiple inches, but more than anything, my motivation was back. And it was so inspiring to see these ladies work out every day and to check in. So those days when I just didn't have it in me, when I saw everybody else checking in and pushing through no matter what was going on, that motivated me. Okay, they did it, so can I. No excuses. It's a choice. Let's get it done. You never regret pressing play. So it was a wonderful 25 days. At the end of it, Jen and I talked about the coaching opportunity, and I really wasn't sure. I was already a super busy mom. I mean, fast forward a few years into my single mommyhood, and I met a wonderful man and ended up relocating so we could create a blended family. So I now had 3 kids and 2 other businesses, and all my kids play traveling sports and they're involved in stuff. So my life was crazy, and I thought, I don't have time for this. I don't even know if it's really a legit opportunity. We were getting into summer, and so I told her, all right, well, we're getting into summer. How about we touch base after the kids go back to school in September? And honestly, deep down, I was hoping that she would forget about me and I could move on and we'd be good. So my plan seemed to be going along swimmingly, and then in August of that year, Jen reached out and said, hey, there's a 4-day sneak peek into coaching. It's free, there's no obligation. Would you be interested in checking it out? And meanwhile, all summer long, even though Jen was leaving me alone like I had planned, God, however, was not, and he was just tugging at my heartstrings, and I couldn't stop thinking about the coaching opportunity. So I thought, all right, why not? It's free, there's no obligation. And in my mind, I'm like, it'll just answer my questions in the way that I can say no thank you and move forward. But it did the opposite. So I watched the webinar, I cried like a baby every single video that I watched, and I didn't even make it to the end. It was like day 3, and I signed up. I knew it. I'm like, all right, this is what it's supposed to be. And you guys, I dove in 100% from the beginning, and I was knocking my goals out of the ballpark one by one. And I just knew, yep, this is exactly what God had in store for me. I didn't know exactly why at the time, and I still probably don't know all of it. I know there's more I'm gonna experience, but it has been an amazing ride, and I've met some of the coolest people. And in 20 days, I get to leave on a cruise to the Caribbean, taking my man with, and you guys, it's free. I got it paid for by Beachbody. By busting my hump every month, I got an earned cruise to the Caribbean. How awesome is that? And it's a gift I get to give to the love of my life, to say thank you for all that he does for us. It's something I got to do for him. Another thing is I lost my mom a month ago, and never was it something I thought that I would be faced to deal with, or at least not this early, but I have. And the flexibility that Beachbody has given me to do that I don't have to take 2 weeks off of work or call in sick when there's something I need to take care of, or I have to go to the lawyers, or I have a gazillion phone calls to make, because I create my own schedule. Beyond that, I temporarily am responsible for my mom's bills, where we work through all of this and I get everything taken care of. And you know what's cool is I just realized this last Thursday, you guys, it's not a stress for me, because every Thursday I get my paycheck from Beachbody, and I'm able to take care of those extra bills without an extra burden for our family, all because I'm getting paid to do something that I love. And one of the coolest things, you guys, that I want to share with you is the support that I have received through this. The phone calls, the text messages, the Facebook messages, the posts on my wall, the prayers have been overwhelming, and it's what gets me through every day. And majority of those people are people that I have met through Beachbody and being a coach, either my coaching family or the customers sending cards. I had multiple of my challengers come to my mom's memorial. People that it was the first time I had actually got to meet them face to face. People I've known for a year, and it feels like I know everything about them, but then I realized I've never actually seen you, and now I get to hug you, and we're crying together and sharing tears. You guys, that is irreplaceable. That is indescribable. I'm sharing it with you, but I can't even completely put into words what that's done for my heart. So there's a little bit about my story. What is coaching? Well, you guys, you see what we do every day on Facebook. We're getting paid to work out and get fit, to drink one healthy meal every day, to eat healthier, and to share our journeys with you guys, to just share our workouts and our tips and healthy recipes that we find. Our job is to be virtual fitness cheerleaders. So you don't need a degree. You don't need to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a certified trainer. We don't have to come up with any of that. All of that is provided by Beachbody. They provide the programs with the celebrity trainers. Each program comes with a complete nutrition guide. We are there to help people walk through the process and to support them and to offer them motivation and encouragement. And like Jen said, accountability. That's the missing piece in every puzzle. So many people give up on their New Year's resolutions and quit a program before they've achieved their goals because they feel lost, because they don't have somebody to check in with, and they don't have enough motivation to keep themselves going, because they feel alone, or that moment when they're like, I've worked so hard this week and the scale went up a pound instead of going down. They don't have a group of people there to love them and say, it's okay, keep going. Or, you know what, but I see changes in your face, or look at the muscle definition in your arms. That's the support we get to offer each other. So we get to believe in people until they begin believing in themselves and have that ability to move forward. We are not salespeople. Again, we don't have to sell. Beachbody programs sell themselves. When people see our results and our challengers' results, and when people's friends see them, just like with what happened with Jen, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You look great. The results speak for themselves. And Beachbody is so confident in that all of their programs come with a 100% money back guarantee. Shakeology, you can send them back the empty bag after 30 days and you're going to get all of their money back, because it's not a trick. We don't want anybody to be trapped in a program that they're not connecting with or that they hate. Exchange it for something else. All of that is okay. So we run monthly challenge groups, or accountability groups, as you might hear them called. And what we're doing is we're giving people a safe place to check in every day with their workout and with their eating. They can ask questions, they can share struggles, they can share victories. And they're surrounded by people that are going through the same thing. So like I said, we're able to pick each other up when we need to. We're able to cheer each other on and share in the victories and support each other. That's what we get to offer. It's our business, so we're the boss and we call the shots. We decide what hours we work, what hours works for our family. As you see, I'm sitting here in my workout gear because I've been in family mode all day. I watched a stupid show. I think I spent 4 hours on my bed watching Making a Murder. It's great, by the way. Watch it. And then it was time to get into chores. And then I'm like, I got to do my workout and prep for tonight. So I ran downstairs and here I am. And I'm glad you guys can't smell me. You can only see me. But it's a business that I heard a term recently and I love it, that you get to work in the mom cracks. What works for you? Like I said, I have 2 other businesses aside from this. I have 3 kids, 10, 12, and 12. They go to school full time. They all play sports. Most of them are traveling sports. My life is busy. I'm the least likely person to think, let's add on something else. That sounds great. But I did it and it works and I love it because I get to do it when it works for me. For you, is it going to be early in the morning? Is it going to be on your lunch break? Is it going to be late at night after you've put the kids to bed? What works for you is absolutely what is perfect. You call the shots. There's no sales quotas or requirements. There's no contracts. You can cancel at any time, you guys. Again, Beachbody doesn't want somebody that feels trapped in it. They want you to be happy. The amount of support that's available is absolutely amazing. You're not on your own. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All the training and all the resources are there for you guys. You just have to dive in and be willing to learn and be willing to work on yourself from the inside out. And one of my favorite parts is growing my coaching family. I have girls on my team from all over the United States. These are people that I never ever would have had the privilege to meet if it was not for this opportunity. And like I said, it's not just someone on my team. They have become my family, my coaching family, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I want you to sit here and think right now. You have the opportunity to build your dream team. So think of 5 to 10 people right now in your circle, friends, family, coworkers, even go all the way back to high school or middle school. think of 5 to 10 people that you would love to build a business with. And think of how cool that would be to share that opportunity and to dream big and to grow every day achieving those dreams. So I think I'm going to kick it back to Jen now. She's going to share a little bit more, and then I will chat with you in a little bit and tell you how to earn in this lovely business.
Thanks, Mandy. So I just love her story, and it's so true. Like, Mandy lives in Oregon and I live in Florida, and we are like best buds. Like, we've known each other for about 1.5 years now, and I consider her one of my closest friends. Never would have found her or met her if it wasn't for Beachbody. I know her to the point where I felt like if I really needed Mandy here, I really believe she would hop on a plane and fly to Florida to be with me. And there's not many people, guys, that you can find like that. And I will say my team is pretty awesome. And there are a lot of ladies on here that are the same way. And we're all very close. And we do connect a lot. It's through Zoom calls or, you know, Zoom chats where you can see each other on the computer, kind of like this, or just phone calls. And then Beachbody holds events throughout the year, multiple events where we can see each other, like Mandy at the cruise, like there's the Beachbody Summit in Nashville every year. So there's different events where you get to actually see your team and then other coaches as well. But I don't want to go over too much time. So let me go back to my screen share so I can talk about how to join. I'm sorry, let me just pull it up really quick. I think I got out of it by a second. Is it showing, Mandy?
No, not yet.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, now it should show up. Is it good?
I still see you.
Really?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay, all right, sorry, guys. Okay, so let me just talk a little bit about getting started as a coach so you kind of know what is involved. So just so you know, as a coach, you get a 25% discount off of everything. This includes all of your workouts, any supplements, including Shakeology. You get a 25% discount off of anything. So to sign up as a coach, there is a one-time initial fee of $39.95 for the first month. That's it. It's just $39.95, which it's pretty low investment considering other people open up their own businesses and you got to put thousands of dollars in. This is just $39.95. There is a way to get this fee waived, and that is by choosing a challenge pack when you sign up as a coach. A challenge pack is really a bundle deal where you get a savings. Basically, you get your 30 meals of Shakeology and any workout program of your choice, and you get that for a discount. So when you order that together or order a challenge pack, you get your $39.95 fee waived. And honestly, it's the best way to go because you get to start out being a product of the product. And obviously, as a Beachbody coach, you want to be drinking Shakeology, you want to be doing the workouts. So signing up with the challenge pack is a great way to save you money on everything and to get the $39.95 fee waived. You don't have to do that option. You can sign up without the challenge pack. You could sign up just ordering Shakeology. Whatever works for you. I will say probably about 85% of my coaches just sign up with the challenge pack because it's just easier. And then you start off right away using the Shakeology in your workout. If you are active duty or your spouse is, or you're a veteran, you do get your fees waived, your business fees waived. So if you want more information about that, if this pertains to you, then I would just definitely ask the person that brought you here and they can talk to you more about that. But your $39.95 fee will be waived. And then also your monthly fee will be waived as well. So what the ongoing business fee is after the following month, so you say you sign up, the following month, your business fee would be $15.95 a month, and that is it. That's all you're paying for Beachbody. And then obviously, if you're drinking your Shakeology, you're paying that as well. But your business fee is only $15.95. That includes all the websites. Beachbody gives you 3 different websites, so that includes that. You don't do any of the shipping. Beachbody does all that. So if somebody wants to order, just say T25, you give them your website, they go on there, they order it. Beachbody handles everything else. They ship it to them, all that good stuff. You get an online office. So basically you can work anywhere. You can work from your phone, from your computer, in your house, at Starbucks, wherever you're at, you can work because your online office Beachbody gives you. And that's also part of the $15.95 fee. Like Mandy said earlier, there's no quotas, there's no contracts, so you can cancel anytime, no penalty fees or anything like that. So that's really it, guys. It's a low investment. I will say that this is your own business. So I don't want you to think that, oh, I can sign up tomorrow and I'm going to be making like $1 million. It doesn't work like that. You decide on how your business is going to run. The more time you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. I'm not saying you have to sit here and work 8 hours a day. I don't. I work maybe 4 hours a day. But when I started, I only could give an hour a day. So it takes time. You know, you put in what you want to put in, but as long as you stay consistent and do a little bit of each day, you will see growth in your business and growth in yourself too, because you will be changing as well. So I just want to put that out there. Mandy, am I missing anything before we give out the link?
No, I think you did. I think you did good.
Okay. So guys, let me go ahead and give you the link. So this is for you guys to go ahead and put your name in for the free tank. You can screen share or screen save this. You can copy this link down, but just tonight, by this evening, go in there as soon as you can and put your name in. And that way Mandy and I can go through the drawing and randomly pick out a name, and then we will notify you, notify the winner. And what I also want you to do is whoever brought you to this presentation, I want you to go back to that person and I just want you to tell them what you thought about it, any questions you have, any hesitations you have. If you think that this is something for you, if you're ready to sign up and get started, they will give you the information so you can go ahead and do that. Also want to let you know that Mandy and I are hosting a 4-day sneak peek private group on Facebook starting tomorrow. So if you by any chance want a little bit more information and you're not quite sure yet, we go even more in depth about what coaching is. It's just 4 days. It's a video each day. It's really, you know, it's simple. You can check in whenever you want throughout the day and watch the video. And then you should have a better idea by the end of that 4 days if this is something you think that you want to do. So I'm going to unscreen share that. So that's all we have for our presentation. We just want to say thank you for hopping on. We are here if you have any questions, and also the person that brought you here if you have any questions. And Mandy, did I miss anything else?
I think we're good.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you for hopping on. We really appreciate it, and you all have a great night.
Thanks, guys. Good night.